I'm Donald Wich, Managing Director of Messe Frankfurt Italy, and I'm in charge of events, trade shows, which are held in Italy and organized by Messe Frankfurt. And also, one of our responsibilities here in Italy is to send as many exhibitors as possible to Italian exhibitors, of course, to events organized by Messe Frankfurt worldwide. Now, we are talking about the trade show business and the aspects which are linked to the fact that we're talking about temporary events, first of all. And on the other hand, of course, we have to convey a lasting effect on our customers and our customers on their customers, respectively. So these are two aspects that, in a certain way, are in contrast with each other. And then, talking about temporary events and projects, there are certainly some critical aspects which are, let's say, associated to this kind of event, but also some very positive aspects and features that we would like to highlight. So, I think that the trade show business, not incidentally, has focused or is focused on Germany, because Germany is known for people who are able to organize, who are able to plan ahead. And if you look at our trade shows, most of them are planned ahead, not by 1 year, but even in some cases, even for more than 2 or 3 years in advance. Nowadays, trade shows organized by Messe Frankfurt are held not only in Italy or Germany, of course, but mainly also in China and the United States, all over the world, basically, which means that the German concept of planning ahead and managing temporary events obviously has some international features that make it, that allows it to be, let's say, competitive worldwide. Now, what are the challenges that we face? Of course, the planning, the fact that we have to think about all details in advance. Of course, we have to involve our customers in this planning process, which means that we have to be multidimensional in a way, in the way we think. So our way of organizing, managing events has to be as open as possible, also in terms of communication with our customers. And this is also one of the more rewarding aspects, because seeing that everybody is, let's say, getting ready to organize an event at the same time, meaning the organizer itself, but also the exhibitor and the visitor, of course, who has to plan his trip well ahead, especially if he comes from international locations, is a great deal of satisfaction, because this means that everybody is convinced that the objectives linked to these projects are worthwhile working for. And in the end, at least usually, everybody who participates in this process is rewarded in terms of commercial success. What are the pitfalls? Of course, mentally speaking, organizing such a big event as a worldwide renowned trade show, in a way, is also emotionally binding, because you feel very much involved in the process with the exhibitors. You see all these wonderful booths which are being built and which are also planned by renowned architects. But after a period of, very short period of maybe 3, 4, or 5 days, all these structures disappear and the halls are empty again. This, in some way, is a pity, because we have worked a lot to build this wonderful project, and seeing the halls filled with people who are doing business with each other, and then after just a few days, seeing this emptiness, in a way, is depressing. Yeah, so we have to take into account this fact that what we do is not built, let's say, for eternity, but is built for a very specific moment, and then, of course, has to end whenever the project and the trade show is ending itself. Among, let's say, trade show and temporary projects in general, one of the probably most important ones is the Expo. World exhibitions have been held for more than 100 years and are probably one of the best examples of building something temporary, which has to be of extreme impact within a certain time frame, and in some cases has also left behind some architectural highlights like the Tour Eiffel in Paris or the Atomium in Brussels. But essentially what happens is that most of the buildings and pavilions that are built within the expo then disappear. Messe Frankfurt, for the first time in its long history, has been assigned the management and the responsibility of managing the German pavilion at the Expo 2015 in Milan. It's something that is very important for our company, being the first time, and especially since the Expo is held in one of our key markets, which is actually Italy. And so we are working together with the German Ministry of Economics in order to fulfill this project. Again, we feel that working in Italy for such an ambitious project has its challenges in a way, because some organizational aspects could be probably improved. But on the other hand, we are very confident that even with all the difficulties that are arising in terms of planning and so on May 1st, 2015, when the Expo starts, everything will be in place. This is due to the, as we said before, due to the flexibility and fantasy and capability of improvising of the Italian people. Germany, as I said, has always been a protagonist at all expos in the past, and the goal that Germany has is to improve even further its image as, let's say, a business country where you can do business with in terms of exports or whatever, but also in order to improve the image of itself as a tourist destination, for instance. And since the topic of the expo this year is, or next year, is going to be nutrition, one of the major contributions that Germany will bring to this expo will be its experience in food and, also, of course, also in gastronomy in general. So the visitors will be able to witness, let's say, German expertise in general, but also to taste the result of German agricultural experience and professionality and in food processing by visiting one of our several restaurants that will be placed within the pavilion. So I would like to invite everybody to visit this pavilion, which will be a very rewarding experience, since it will be filled not only with, let's say, experiences linked to food in terms of tastings, but also it will be a multimedia and highly interactive experience, where we're sure that all the visitors will take away a lot of fun and bring it home to them as an experience that will be lasting.